Okay, I think we are live now. I'll go live on other platforms as well. Yeah. Okay, so I think we are live now. So, hello everyone, I'm Sunil Kumar Das and welcoming you all to the Sunil Show. On this podcast, we dive into the exciting world of IT project management. From discussing project management, product development, business analysis, to exploring the latest in trending technologies, we cover it all. So, today, I'm much excited to welcome Monika, a talented student from Algoma University with a passion for innovative solutions and user experience. So, with a strong background in engineering, front-end development, and project management. So, Monika's technical expertise combined with her project management certification has been instrumental in delivering top-notch projects. She recently achieved a major milestone by passing the CAPM exam from PMI. So, join us today, welcoming Monika, where she'll sharing her experience, insight, tips, and for her success. So, welcome, Monika. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Sunil. Thank you so much for having me here and giving me the opportunity to be on your show. Thank you so much. Hi, everyone. This is Monika here.
That's great. Okay. So, Monica, before we dive into the our technical discussion, so could you please
Okay.
share something about yourself, a bit about your experience, your education, and how was your, preparation about your CPAM, and so that we can start from there.
Okay. So, Sunil, my career started after I graduated in 2015. I
Hmm.
was a graduate. I did graduation in instrumentation and control engineering, and
Okay. Hmm.
my journey started in 2016, where I first joined one cricket manufacturing industry, like they manufacture cricket gears, as an
Oh,
instrument
okay.
supervisor.
Hmm.
And I
Hmm.
served there till 2021 as as a supervisor, and later I was promoted at the same as assistant manager in the same firm. So I served around 5 to 6 years in that firm. So, and
Okay.
post that, I made my mind to jump into an IT industry where I had an exposure of more than 2 years over there, and which is now why I this is my only motivation. You can say that decision made me to jump into this career of a project management. Then I heard that this fancy term or the word project manager in the IT industry, which is why I cleared this certification KPM in order to see or have the more exposure of project management.
That's great. It really sounds
Yeah.
good. So,
Yes.
when you plan to become a project manager, definitely there have been a learning period, right, or R&D part. So, how
Yes.
did
Yes.
you search this the benefits of project manager, key responsibilities, where do we work? How was this research period?
Okay. So, in the year 2021, the moment I made my mind that I wanted to upskill myself, this is the
Hmm.
thing because I was watching out the trends where in the industry where I was working, no, Ganador headgears, where they manufacture in the Punjab itself. They manufacture
Oh,
the headgears related to the cricket. So I saw the potential, the environment where I was working. I was very much empowered at myself. People are very much approachable. I was leading the woman-led team. That is the thing that motivate me. That Monica, you should be grabbing something more. Try to research something more where you can expand your potential or expand your horizon. That's where I decided to jump out of it and to learn IT project management. To know what is the more in IT project manager, I searched or I looked for the IT companies near to my places where I can easily go and spend more of my time, even giving
hmm.
time to my family as well as learning something or going ahead in the career as well. So I found one company. I would love to name that company. It's Nest Software Private Limited in Amritsar. It's a very exciting place to learn some of the basic things right from the scratch. If a person want to build himself as a project manager, I think this is a good to go company where one can learn. It provides software solutions, and also one can become or aspire to be project manager right from the beginning over there. So I think that, and the project manager, his name is Mr. Anuj Khanna. He is the CEO of the company. He has served many IT companies, and later he made his mind to join to open up his own company. So he's now CEO of the company, which provides software solutions, and many most known renowned companies are part of it. So I was
Mm.
pleased to be the part of that company and learned so much under his influence. He actually motivated me or triggered that sense of thing like, Monica, you should be going into this career. He repeatedly, you can say, motivated me, encouraged me that this is the right opportunity for me. Even he forced me, like you can say, he really, not, I can say not forced, but he really inspired me that, Monica, go for PMP. Or I was not sure that I should go for PMP first, because I this at that moment I cannot do injustice to my career, because it's the start of my career. I strongly believe that I should be going with the KPM, not after the PMP, because it's a big thing. And I would not start it before having a valid experience from the industries. So I did my KPM, and I have shared my credential with him that I did this certification. He is extremely happy. At least I have taken him one step forward towards his journey. So he
Right.
has been the complete backbone for my success right now, and he would sure be the backbone for my success ahead in the future. I give all my credit to that person only, because he is the one who inspired me. He is the one who brought me to this industry, and I would love that so many things to have learned from them. He
That's
launched me
brilliant.
basically platform. Yeah.
No, it's very, very important, right? When you become very a person with full of gratitude, and if somebody you have received some benefits from someone, it's equally important to be grateful, whatever things you have received,
Yes.
either mentorship, time, because time is precious in this era. Always
Yeah.
time is precious. So somebody is giving time, that means he or she has invested a lot, in our improvement. So that's a
Yes.
brilliant note. Now we understood about your journey and what made you to come to this field. Now
Yes.
you have taken this CPM examination from PMI. So
Yes.
you know mm, how tough it was, to understand from the syllabus point of view, and how has it influenced your career path after passing this examination?
Okay. So, Sunil, I made up my mind to go for KPM in December 2023. I remember
Okay.
it was my birthday on that day, 29 December. I made a decision that I would be, if I have to start this career now, I have to get it done.
Hmm. Hmm.
So KPM was only the thing which was in my mind. Everybody comes to me and they say, Monica, go for PMP. But I said I would not do injustice to anything. I would be starting with this with the KPM, because I wanted to know, because I have seen the PMBOK 6, PMBOK 7, agile principles, so much things where I cannot jump into something without skipping all these stuffs. Business analysis is there, agile frameworks are there. I cannot jump immediately to PMP. So that is why
Right.
I made my mind that the first and the foremost thing I wanted to clear my all the concepts that are given in PMBOK 6, PMBOK 7, agile guide, agile frameworks, business analysis, everything that comes to be a certified project manager. So have given my time. Second thing, now it's a time to select the tutor who is going to teach you all the principles, who is going to teach you the all the stuff, all the concept related to project management, because I cannot afford to miss any of the concept related to project management. Then I saw repeated videos of various famous tutors who are available online. Then I come across Mr. Andrew Ramdyal. This
Right.
he
Even
is
I follow him. Yeah.
amazing. Yes, I followed each and every bit of his advice. From taking his lessons, I used the Udemy platform
Hmm.
for my entire PM course, because I wanted to know all the minute things related to the project management, and he is the best person to give me that from the beginning till the end. I followed his tutorials on the Udemy, and it was my only reason. 80% of my success goes to that course, goes to that person. He is the reason that I cracked my KPM in the first attempt, and it took around 3.5 months. Reason being that I was juggling with so much things. It's just like when you have so much things on the plate, you have to manage that. It was like
Right.
I have to manage my academics, I have to manage my part-time work, I have to do my first, I have to sort out my things in the personal life, and fourth is the this preparation for KPM. So it was a lot of things. I was very grateful. But when you have so many things on your plate, it's very important that you manage it very efficiently. So it was a very, I'm grateful that I did this course. I learned so many things from him, so many things from him.
Right.
So
Yeah.
by the end, till the April, last week of April, I finished the complete course. I did my mock for the rest of my 20 days, and by the 26th I have given my exam, and I felt really proud and privileged that I learned from a really renowned personality, and he has really given me like an opened the doors for the opportunity to search ahead in the future. So
That's
yes,
great. Yeah.
this was my only resource for clearing my KPM.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
great. Yeah. So when we get right mentorship at the right time, so that's
Mm.
when magical things happens because you are dedicated. You know, you have
Yes.
passion to clear this examination. That's when the only one thing is you have dedication, you require mentorship, and both mixed up. Certainly, that magic happens, and eventually you pass your CPAP. So that's a
Yes.
great things to know. Now, I would like to understand this in a bit a better way. That how did you balance? Because you are doing your associate diploma in project management, so
Sorry.
certainly you have to full time. You have some papers. You have to give dedicated time for that, along with the CPAM examination. You have personal life to balance as well. So how did you create the balance between all three? So can you say something about your study plan? How did you manage?
So I devoted like 2 hours was a complete dedication every day for me. 1 hour was completely dedicated to the note making, and 1 hour to the one which I revised, which I have written it the earlier. Even I used to keep everything like it's my habit. I used to keep everything at the back of my mind. Like I did this yesterday. The most important thing is to go for any kind of exam is to have clear understanding of everything. When you have clear understanding of the concepts, you need not to learn anything. It's all automatically grasped at the back of your mind. So this was the strategy which I learned from my tutor. You can say he always like you can say uh, stress on this thing that try to understand the concept, don't learn it. This was the
Okay,
thing that
now
he
could you differentiate between these two?
between learning and understanding.
Understanding, yeah. How do you
Okay,
differentiate this? What makes the difference
so
between?
it depends upon the person you have chosen for getting the training.
Mhm.
If he is explaining the concepts in a certain way that a person is not able to look into his notebook the second time, that person is considered to be a proficient trainer for you.
Yeah,
I can calculate that person's sufficiency, that I need not to look at my notes again and again if I am not able to understand that person at the very moment or the very spot. So his proficiency is equals to my understanding at the very first time. Determines that you need not to learn because you have understood what he has said in a very simple way.
right,
If you
right,
are again if a person is simply scrolling his head to all the technical terms tips which we are not understanding in a simple way, so the trainer is only proficient when he is able to deliver you the difficult concepts in a simpler way. That is the
simple.
thing,
That's
and I
that's
think that person is the best when it comes to getting the project management guidance.
right. Right. I personally believe because I have taken his course on Udemy, and the way he explains, first of all, he tries to create the mindset during beginning
Yes.
of his course.
Mm-hmm.
That's much important. And I personally believe whenever you learn anything, you get into
Mm-hmm.
that mindset because mindset is very important. Let's say today you are into non-technical, I would like to learn the technical things, let's say programming language. So first you have
Mm-hmm.
to build your mindset. Once
Yes.
you create that mindset, you
Yes.
see the things, the concepts in a different perspective because the perspective matters here. And also, as
Mm-hmm.
you mentioned, we need to learn. Learning is definitely one thing, but how do you learn it? You are able to relate the things in your personal life because project management start from within. From our day-to-day
Yes.
life, we manage lot of projects knowingly or unknowingly.
Yes. Yes.
Probably with a
Mm-hmm.
lesser budget, lesser timeline, lesser scope, but we manage projects. Making a
Yes.
coffee is also a project.
Yes.
You are
Definitely.
preparing your technical, what do you say, diploma. It's a project, right? You have
Yes.
money,
Yes.
you have scope, you have a
Mm-hmm.
timeline. Everything is
Mm-hmm.
project. Now, how
Yes.
you create your mindset, how curious you are about to learn the new
Okay.
concept that matters. So yeah, that's
Okay.
a great one. Yeah.
Yes, there were so many distractions.
Yeah.
Distractions in terms of tutors, distractions in terms of learning KPM, doing KPM. There were so many distractions. I can seriously feel today. But somehow, I don't know. There was a night that I made a decision that I will be going with this only, no matter what the people are surrounding are saying it to me. I stick to that goal, removing all the distractions and aligning myself to follow that path only. So this is what is the ultimate my decision that made me stand here today. Now the people are congratulating me for achieving this milestone, and I'm very thankful that these people were instigating me, telling me that I should be doing this and this and that. But I stood up for my decision, and I walked on that path, and it has deliberately, even within over a time, it made me to reach at this potential where I am standing right now, and I'm appreciated. I am like approached by most of the people because of this, and people are asking me the same, how do you do that, how do you do that? And I
That's
feel
great.
privileged, I feel honored, I feel pleased to say them that yes, the day I made that decision has brought me to this platform, that I'm able to speak at your show as well.
That's great. Again, I personally congratulate on your
Thank you
success
so much.
because we
Yeah,
need to
thank you.
celebrate. This is one of the important points that we always need to remember. Celebrate success, regardless how big or small it is.
Yes,
That's when,
yes.
because nobody is going to cheer up for you. It's you. End
It's
of the day, you
yours.
have to. Yeah, yeah. It's your success. You have to be,
Yeah.
cheer up for yourself. That's great one. So now I
And
would like to.
Sunil, I would like to add one thing to you regarding the exam which I appeared. So exam was bit challenging.
Yeah, we'll come to that. We'll come to that, the
Okay.
examination point of view. But now I
Okay.
would like to understand, as you're pursuing associate diploma in project management, now you
Mhm.
have gone through the CPAM exam outline or the syllabus that you have. Now, could you highlight some all the papers that you have in diploma in project management and how it is relevant with the PMI, outline, examination outline, whatever you have. So you have both the syllabus with you, right?
Okay, yes, do have a syllabus. You can say the tutors we have at the university now, they are equally inspiring you to pursue this career. They are helping us a lot. They are providing us resources in terms of meeting people, or you can say because we have to explore the industry here as well. So they are
Right.
helping out to meet the people in the industry and what are their requirements.
Mm-hmm.
This is the one positive thing that I can feel, that there is a benefit of receiving this kind of education in the foreign country, where you are communicating through your professors or tutors to jump into the relevant industry. They are highly qualified. They are providing us so much resources. They're telling us how you to be presentable. They're telling us the tools which are being used actively here in this platform.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the most important skill so far they have taught us about the time management skills.
Right. Much
Yeah.
important. Yeah.
And speaking about the syllabus, I can say the syllabus is so much relevant to the PIMBOK 7 we are following. It's the same thing, but in they are diving a little deeper to that. For example, they are giving us case studies to solve. That is why we show that we can have a much better understanding of all the concepts in a deeper way. That I told you that I learned from Mr. Andrew. The same thing they are doing also, but they are also pushing us to do the practical implications of all those things by sitting in the group, by giving us some case studies, by giving us some of the you can say real life exposures. Yes.
Right. Yeah. That's good to know. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll come back to the examination questions again. However, so you are learning the project management from university and you have appeared the examination. There
Yeah.
is one important concept is it's again it's about management, right? It's not
Mhm.
differ from the general management because we use a lot of concepts here as well. We work with
Mhm.
people, we talk about
Yeah.
leadership, we talk about time management, we talk about conflict
Mhm.
resolution, right?
Yeah.
So according to you or in your opinion, what are the key differences between management and leadership?
Okay. So to be honest, I don't find that much potential. Management is important for sure, but without a leaders, managers can do nothing. Which
Hmm.
is which I believe, because if a leader is not giving you the vision, that where the manager is gonna be. do that, what they're going to do that. If the managers know that we have this vision, then they're going to direct the people behind them towards the same vision they have. So leader should be the head of it's at the top of the, you can say, the pyramid, and the management, the people, the lower management, everything that follows after that. So apex is holding the leaders. So what I believe, CEO for instance, he's the leader of the company. He has a vision. On the other hand, we have the managers. Managers gonna follow the leaders. They're gonna do or break down all the work which the leader is having. They're gonna break the big goal into a small chunk of goals,
Right.
and then the managers make the people follow, or they make some actionable plans, what the actions they're gonna follow in order to meet goal 1, goal 2, goal 3, goal 4, subject and respectively. And followed by that, they're gonna lead the people, or they're gonna make the people follow those goals, or by doing the processes. In this way, they, both the managers, the CEO, or the leaders, they are following the goal, and managers are helping out them in order to pursue that goal. Which is, I feel that leaders are at most important person in an organization. Suppose I am working in an industry, I am leveraging their business. What
Hmm.
if I am the owner of the business and I built my own business? If I don't want to join that company, I started my own startup. Now I am building my own business. I am hiring people in order to come and join me. Then it's a duty of a manager in order to make the people, make the things, make the goal work out. This is the difference which I felt between the leadership and the management.
That's great. Yeah, it's important. So managerial, definitely a leader must possess the managerial skills. But
Hmm.
it's vice versa, right? Manager also have the leadership skills. So managerial
Yeah.
skills and leadership skills both are important. And to
Yes.
become a manager, certainly, once you have a bunch of people to lead, you
Hmm.
will become a manager. But when you envision that, you will learn the nitty-gritty of leadership skills. You communicate effectively. You understand emotional intelligence. You understand what your boundaries. So that's
Yeah.
when you become the leader you would like to. And
Yeah.
what I personally believe, you have to have an idol. You have to follow somebody, and
Yes.
that's when, now once you think in your mind, okay, you will try to replicate their behavioral patterns, their the way they work, the way they command, the way they execute works. That will
Hmm.
really
Yeah.
help you. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
So
can say, in a nutshell, the project
mhm,
management is not actually project management. It is the people management.
right, exactly. Yeah, it evolves around the people management skills, because end of the day, as you mentioned, the CEO, he or she has bunch of people under him to work, and we
Hmm.
all have people to work or
Hmm.
execute the work. It's
Yeah.
end of the day, any business you take up, it's people. So though you, regardless of your position or the department you work in, once you have people management skills, you will win.
So I would like to add one thing here. Like, I saw most of the people, they say the managers only doesn't do any work. They only
Yeah.
help people. They only make people do the work. But I believe that for a manager to be an effective leader, he must roll up his sleeves and jump into the work people are doing at some instance where the people are facing blocks in their work. So I believe that a person is an efficient project manager if he would really roll up his sleeves and start working with the people. If the people are having some kind of creative blocks or experiencing some conflicts in their work.
No,
Yeah.
that's true. Yeah. So
Yeah.
now, while you are learning now from the university,
Yeah.
so could you provide some of the examples from your experience where effective management made a difference?
Yes, I have seen the people, my professors, like they are truly managing the students, the work we have. It's very, like, I wonder that how these people are, a single person is able to manage 40 people with the, you can say, 10 different projects. We are given multiple projects by the same person. I wonder that how he is able to generate this much projects at the same time, but he is able to give us projects which we are supposed to submit by week, by by fortnightly. So this is the thing which I feel that he is addressing each one of us, making eye contact with the people, and able enough to resolve all our problems. Like this is the efficiency of a leader and efficiency of a manager as well, because management is clubbed in the person who is an efficient leader. We cannot differentiate
Exactly. Yeah.
both the things. Person is having both the qualities, I can say, is able to cope up with any kind of difficulty he might face in his we can say work, or any kind of work project he's doing. So yeah.
Okay. Now, switching our gears a bit about CAPM journey. So,
Mhm.
what practical tips would you give to someone who is preparing for CAPM examination?
The first and foremost thing, Sonali, you have said, is a mindset. Without mindset, you cannot lead, you can go anywhere, you can reach anywhere. First is the mindset. It's a
Right.
decision, firm decision, right, firm decision that you want to do this and you have to do this no matter what. No matter how much distractions you have, it's still you're bound to your platform. That is the mindset. Second is the you need when you finally decided, now you need to find out who would be the resource in order to you for to lead go from this position A to position B. Who is gonna help you to reach that obtain that goal? You have to find the person whom you trust. Third is you have to be consistent with your practices. You have to do all the things. You have to manage the work. You have to manage your studies, no matter you manage your work. You have to manage your family, everything, and still you have to be doing it. Have it at the back of mind. Even if I be getting a 1 hour a day, I should be studying that. If you really want that goal. Fourth is the practice, and the last is when you are done with the practice, you must have that satisfaction that now you have full-fledged knowledge and you are ready to give the exam. Getting ready for the exam, the last, you can say, preparation for that. This all the five things which I believe person should be doing. If person is mentally prepared, then nobody can stop him from achieving that goal.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So determination and setting up a mind. So I would like to add one thing. Setting up a mind, a complement thing is
Mhm.
identifying the purpose. Once you
Yeah.
identify the purpose,
Yeah.
that's a kind of your secret of your high energy.
Yeah.
Once
It
you
pushes you,
understand
or yeah.
exactly, you need to understand the purpose. Regardless of whatever work you do, you have to see a purpose, an objective, which will lead you to make the journey
Yes.
and reach the
Yes.
destination.
Yes, yes, definitely. I was also driven by this purpose. Nobody is doing anything without any purpose. A person is
Exactly.
having
Yeah.
definitely a purpose. I was also having a purpose at the back of my mind that I want to do this just because of that. I want to get that.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's important.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
So what other technical tips that what sort of books you would recommend, what sort of training mentors you would recommend, what sort of free resources over YouTube or blogs you would like to recommend or books. So anything from that side.
To be honest, Sunil, I followed you as well.
Hmm.
The tips and tricks related to project management. I read every articles of yours, whatever you delivers. And secondly, I kept only one resource when it comes to learning actual course. That is, I think he's unbeatable person, Mr. Andrew. And after when it comes to, he actually made all his notes on Udemy based on all the seven books we have in the project management, related to agile, related to waterfall, related to business analysis, and we have the PMBOK 6 and PMBOK 7. He made use of all the seven books which are there in project management, and based on that, he built a notes from which he used to teach. So I followed each and every article, and I have around 4 to 5 books or 5 to 5 notebooks where I have kept his notes, what he has said, because now or some now then I will be appearing for my PMP. So definitely those every basic steps or basic understanding will help me to crack my PMP in future. So all these things when they are clubbed, and then I think you are ready to dive into this journey. Apart from that, when it comes to practicing your knowledge, practicing your questions, then you have the different platforms. I use it on YouTube. For instance, like whenever do some YouTubing, I used to write the MCQ questions. I practiced hard when it comes to practicing MCQ questions because they're gonna test your knowledge. before
Exactly.
actually appearing into exam. Give your best shot to do as much as MCQs you can do in order to know how well you are in your preparation.
Right. And to add on to this one, Project Management Institute has a language, you know, and we as a kind of student, we need to understand that language,
Hmm.
how they paraphrase or they curate the questions. You know, once we understand those language, we'll be able to, because there will be questions where couple of, multiple answers looks identical or similar. You know, that's when we go wrong about. So we need to
Yeah,
understand the language, and practicing mock examination will help you to understand their mindset, the language, and it will able to understand the right answer, right?
it
So
happens most of the time when you are facing after four questions, there are two are so much like they are clear that you have to know the logic behind those answers. Why
yes,
not this? Why it's that? So it's very important to listen to the people who are providing you that material, and you can have better understanding. This is the point where you will know that you lack the concept here, even though you are very good at that, but still what made you to write the other answer, not the correct answer.
right, that's great. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so that's insightful. Now, so what are the are there any specific study techniques that you followed, or resources anyway we have identified, but any study techniques? Because uh, uh, preparing for mock examination or appearing mock examination is important. However, did you take any hand notes? Any study techniques?
Yes, I purchased a book for my practice. It's CAPM preparation 2024. I actually forgot the name of the writer publisher of the book. I bought his book for the KPM. I have recommended to my friends as well. It's around 700 questions related to the KPM
Oh,
examination.
okay,
So I remember it's yellow and black in cover, and it's giving you bunch of confidence if you would be able to go through all the questions, and you will find yourself that now you are equipped with the knowledge. You're good to go. Other than that, Sunil, I followed all the YouTube material. Every like if the material is showing me the video is showing me the four questions of K-pop, I'm gonna do that. Every single resource I used on YouTube that gives me the MCQs related to my K-pop, so that now I feel that I'm clubbed with so much of knowledge which I will be able to using it in my career.
that's great. Yeah, because
Yes,
it's your starting point. Just you are gearing up for your career.
career.
So
Yeah,
once you have a solid foundational knowledge, because
yeah,
I personally believe theoretically understanding the concept is much important, because when you
important.
are exposed to the real world, you are there to work. You need to understand what sort of techniques, things I need to apply here, right?
Yeah,
And you will get confidence, because once you have solid foundational knowledge with you,
yeah.
otherwise your confidence level will be down. But yeah, to become a confident project manager, you must learn all these concepts regardless of PMP or CAPM, but you must possess
Mhm.
the basic foundational knowledge of project management. Yeah, that's great.
Yes, yes. Yeah.
Now, I would like to go back to your university course. So, as you are
Mhm.
preparing, you're pursuing your associate diploma in project management, so can you share some strategies, for effective team management that you have learned during this university program?
Okay, I would talk about a project which I used to manage.
Okay.
So our professor used to give us projects. So and we have some people like he does the equal distribution of the people in the group for each group. For
Okay.
instance, we are having 40 students in the class, and each group is having 5% in the respective group.
Okay.
So for me, if I am managing the project in terms of team management, I make sure I analyze the team members that they are all on all the same page as I me. They're having the same potential as I'm having. First of all, it comes to team analysis. How well is your team? How well they are performing? Sometimes you have a resource who is not performing that much, who is not on the equal page as you are. So you have to analyze your team members, how resourceful they are. Once you have your team members on board, now it comes to the allocation of the work. Because if you are chosen yourself that you are going to lead the team, then you have to do all the upfront work that is supposed to be done. So I
Right.
provide them all the templates. I distributed the workload based on their strength or based on their skills they have. Then it's
Right.
all set. then it's all said, they are good to go and do their work. And even we did open communication, we did everything. We helped each other at every part of the step. This is what makes you a good leader, when you are all ears to your team, when you are able
Right.
to resolve their problems, when you are at front to your team members. They're gonna deliver you the work you have asked in no time. So there are the key things I have learned during my course. In order to be a good team manager, good to be good team leader, you have to start, or you have to lead yourself. Come up front for that. This is the thing
That's
which
good.
I learned from it. Come up front, lead the people, and it takes a lot of effort to lead the people. Seriously, lots of effort.
Yes, no, that's personally I also believe because being available for everyone, all of your team members whenever they're required is one of the toughest tasks. And I'm glad that in my current organization, my manager she does this one very effectively because she's available whenever we all need her
Mhm.
or help, right? So that's a brilliant one.
Yeah.
So I would like to understand one thing. So what are some of the leadership techniques, according to you, that you believe every aspiring leader must learn or master of that thing?
I believe the first and the foremost thing is adaptability. We should not run out of the problem.
Oh, okay.
Adaptability.
That's a good one.
So adaptability means you are flexible to adapt every situation. Having an issue does not always mean a problem. It could always mean an opportunity for a person to know how resourceful a person can be. This is the thing which I have learned. Never run off the issues or the conflicts or the problems. If you are getting blockheads, never run out of that. Instead, adapt that. Be flexible to solve it. The more you face the blocks, the more you're gonna inspire. More you're gonna acing up your project management skills. Because
Mhm.
if we are in some kind of problem now, we will then brainstorm ideas how to overcome these problems, no matter if it's with the team, no if or if it is with the work we are doing. This is the thing that I have learned. In order to be open, to have open communication with the people, be active listener, and last one is being flexible and have the adaptability to be adaptable in any kind of situation you have. This is what make you an effective project manager or a leader.
That's great list. So being adaptable will definitely help you to become a resourceful, contributor to the team as well as the organization because it is one of the most difficult skills that we have. Once you learn
Yeah,
that flexibility, how to become flexible and available for your team and adaptable to the situation, you can win the game. If not,
definitely
at least
nobody
you
is
will be
going
part of
to.
the. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's great one. So I would like to understand one thing. What's your thought on effective communication or the difference between poor communication and effective communication? How it impacts you as a project manager on your team or on your career success?
Sunil, to be honest, I am so glad to share this. I am now currently serving PMI Lakeshore, Ontario as a team lead
Oh,
with the
okay.
communication team in Ontario. I am associated with the chapter for it's been a year now, couple of months I have associated with that, and by God grace, I believe so much in communication that I got the communication portfolio.
Hmm.
And I'm so glad that I'm working with the content review team as a team lead for them. And I have learned the art of communication from, because I believe so much in communication that if you are, no matter what kind of communication you're doing, if you're doing business communication, if you are doing communication to do project, you have to be very much clear and very much open to the people. So I believe so much in communication that eventually universe made me to fall into the communication team. I made up that. So I realized that when you are open, that is the moment when you're gonna get the more business. I
True.
seriously
Yeah.
believe in that. If you are true to your work, if you are really inspired by the work you're doing, if you are really positive and transparent towards the other people, you're gonna attract, I don't know how much times or how much you're gonna attract so much business out of that. The person is gonna give you the incentive over your communication that you are very much transparent with them. Say $2,000, they're gonna give because of your transparency. This is the additional incentive you're gonna get for because of communication. See how much powerful it is.
That's true.
So I
Yeah.
believe that if you are transparent, if you are open to the communications, open to the other person's, for instance, the stakeholders. Some stakeholders are very much resisting in nature, and they're gonna shut your call on your face itself, because sometimes they might not like the idea we have, or they might get aggressive because of the deadlines we are stretching over them, and they might refuse doing the project by yourself. So that is the term we have to sometime create the, you can say, the buffer. We have to create the buffer as well within the deadlines, and at the same time sometimes you have to be transparent with the people. It's, I think it is, I cannot say, but it does bring the results to you.
No,
I have.
that's very true, because effective communication or the difference between poor communication and effective communication is we have difference between the lightning, lightning bug as well as the lightning thunderstorm.
Yeah,
That's the difference.
it
So
depends
when
upon if you're having remote communication or if you're having in-person communication. I'm talking about both the things. Poor
yeah,
communication does not lead you anywhere. It might create conflicts. Half information could be destroy your projects. So that is the thing. You cannot risk it out. If you're having facing pure communication, I think more than giving a message, I think calling a person is the best option
exactly, yeah.
in order to
Try to have
eliminate the
one-on-one
situation.
conversation. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's good.
most of the time, regardless of any situation, if you build that rapport and day to have one-on-one conversation, it will resolve most of your problems.
Yes,
That's a brilliant thing. Yeah.
try reaching out to a person instead of doing a message. It's a good
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Always, it's having a face-to-face conversation regardless, you go for a text. I would prefer to go for a one-on-one conversation. Yeah, that
Yeah.
would really help. That's
Yes.
great. Now switching our gears a bit about your experience on management, your project journey. So can you talk about a project, that you have managed, and how did you apply both management and leadership skills?
When I was in my learning phase, no, in back home in India, my project manager has given me a project to manage, like to build a project for training and development of 100 people. It
Oh,
was a it was a very, like you can say, all the things, all the skills it takes for me to design that project. So I realized the importance, the practical implication of all the concepts I learned in the planning. You have to plan, schedule, risk, you can say the time management, people management, risk management, everything, quality management, change management. So he actually made me to go all the processes. I did follow all the processes, like what are the risks I will be having. Suppose if I'm for the current, for the 7 people I'm working in my organization, and I have to train and develop them. So there are so many risks in that. For instance, if I say the person is having knowledge about front end, one of the tool in the front end development, what if we have the criteria in order to for a person to move to the second position? What if the person is cheating all the stuffs and showing up for the second role? That could be a risk also. I realized that no matter, we could have lots of risk in that training and development project. So, and the time management, doing the resourcing. So all the things I thought that I would be facing, I developed the plan. I have the plan right now, and I made it. I used the Excel platform, to do all my scheduling, all
mhm.
my risk management. I did everything on the Excel platform. So that was the solo. It was a simple short project, but it has a big chunk of work to do in
Right.
that
Yeah.
project.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because that creates a lot of impact. Probably it could
that's
be a
correct.
small project with a lesser timeline,
Yeah,
but the impact it's gonna create on hundreds of lives or persons.
yeah.
So that's important. And yeah, as you talked about risk, now what's your thought on performing risk analysis on day one of the project? Do you think it's necessary, or it's only good to go ahead and perform risk analysis on planning session itself?
It is always at most important to look for the risk side also when we start on anything.
Right,
Because during my learning, I have why I thought I always thought why the project charter is called high level project charter.
right.
Why the term high level is there? Because high level means we have it's been associated with a high level of numbers in terms of budget, in terms of time. Because of this thing, we have the high level risk, high level budget. So everything why there is high level number, I came to know the logic behind this because we already deal with the high numbers. That's why it's called high level. So definitely when we are jumping into something, for instance, building a giant bridge on a river, so definitely we there are lots of moving components and it requires planning from the day one or risk analysis from the day one itself. So
That's great.
no matter if we are going for a trip as well, then it also calls for the risk
Yes,
analysis
yes,
or
yes.
this is the thing.
Yeah.
And
So
what
risk is inevitable, right? Anywhere, anything that you do, risks are associated. Sometimes positive, sometimes
yeah,
negative. But
negative.
when we grow, we need to realize that everything that we do has the risks, you know. But though it's a project we invest lot of money here,
Money.
and it's all about either you are working on a project which is for problem solving, either you are working on a project which meant for innovation or
Mhm.
social thing, anything, so we have to go for risk analysis from the day one itself. That's a
Yeah,
good one.
yeah.
Okay, so it's not kind of a very rigid interview question, but I would like to understand because you seem very curious and very dedicated about your career. So from this I would like to understand one thing: where do you see yourself in the next 4 to 5 years in terms of your career? What's your goal? You have
I
set
wanted to
yourself.
be. I definitely you can I can share you like what is my ultimate goal. I ultimately wanted to be a businesswoman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so which is why I'm dressing up like that because eventually in the few years I will be like this, and definitely project manager is a part of my journey. I will be carrying this project management because it has made me what I am today, and I'm gonna continuing it for the rest of my life. But my ultimate goal would be to become a businesswoman, and I would definitely leveraging this because I am thinking myself to be in the finance industry as well, and I will push my project management skills to the finance industry. Uh, now
That's so
I'm
great
so
to know.
grateful. I'm grateful. Like I'm equipping all the IT knowledge. I'm equipping all the financial knowledge, and now I'm having all the knowledge related to project management with the certifications, and I am good to go into the finance industry because that would be the ultimate goal. With bunch of knowledge, managing the people, because finance industry is all about managing the people and their real finances. You can say it's not less than a project. There you will be catering the people behavior. So that would
Right.
be my ultimate goal. I will be taking all my skills of the project management and IT, you can say IT management to the finance management as well. This is
That's
this
great.
is this is how I am shaping my career through project management.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, yeah. It's so good to know, right? That's what that when we talk to people, I'm talking to you, I'm listening to you now, and somehow you're motivating me because the way you have empowered yourself and you have created a plan around you that you will be seeing yourself in 4 to 5 years in
yeah,
this level, and the
yeah.
way you work to achieve this one, that's phenomenal. You know,
Yes.
always that's what we say, right? It is words, compared to words, our accents motivates people. Accent sounds loud.
Don't keep the project management to the project management domain itself. Bring
Exactly,
that domain to some other domains as well. So this is why I feel that how I can utilize my this potential to this potential because eventually it's all about the money. If you want abundance, you have to make yourself come into abundance.
exactly, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, that's very true because it's all about good practices. I know PMI, all the PMI book that you say, it's nothing but a composition of the good practices within a book,
hmm.
whatever we have.
So
So
yeah, So the nugget, which biggest nugget which I wanted to share, which I took from Mr. Andrew, he always says that be transparent when you are serving value to the people. Be true, whatever is. Suppose if I'm saying you today that I'm gonna provide you this, that I make you big promises, but at the end of the day I'm not making up that promises. Then that would be unethical for a project manager or for any business person. So
Right.
that is why
Yes,
we need to be true to our value we are serving to the clients, to the people, or whosoever is there as a stakeholder. It's very true to be authentic and
great.
steward word I have learned from him.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. So when once you have that ethical, things in you, right? If you have that
Yeah,
within you, and definitely when you are working with client, you showcase that your work, showcase presents that. That way,
yeah,
you as as an individual as well as an organization as a whole, we all are benefited out of it. That's what
yes,
is much
definitely.
important, right? How you are interacting with your customer, it represents
Hmm.
your organization, your organization's value directly or
Yeah,
indirectly. You're working on that. That's a great
yeah.
one. Yeah. So, all right, with that wraps up our technical discussion on the
Okay,
project management CPM journey. So, I hope our listeners found this insightful. So, now let's switch our gears a bit. And I personally believe understanding our speaker in a better way is much important. So, I have a few fun and interesting questions lined up for you now. So, are you ready for that?
okay. Sure, sure. Go ahead. Definitely.
Okay. Now, let's start with very lighter and something very joyful. That what's your hobby or interest that you have picked up recently, which help you outside of work or your exam preparation or academic thing?
One thing I can always consider that whatever I do for refreshing my mind. If
Hmm.
I'm done with the learning, no, I do watch something which for a couple of hours, like for 1 hour, say 2 hour. I do have one movie at every week because it's gonna bring me back to my track. Or either I love playing, you can say cricket. I love watching the kids playing cricket or football. I love to see something really very joyful in order to bring me back to the track. So
That's
apart
wonderful.
from that, I love cooking. When I
Hmm.
used to keep all my stuff aside and I do cooking. I love to cook the food for the people. I have family here in Canada. I love to make food for them and serve them. This is the thing that give me the ultimate happiness. When I'm tired, this is the thing which this is gonna relieve me that I have done my work, no matter how I feel. But I have to do this. Sometimes
That's awesome.
energy is
That's
like this.
wonderful.
Yeah, no matter.
Yeah,
You cannot stay away from the family responsibility. You cannot avoid that.
because
No matter
see,
how
end of
you're
the day,
feeling.
if you leave your professional side, there's something with you very
Yeah,
genuinely is your family.
yeah.
You cannot leave that.
That at that position it comes the work life balance. Even my project manager, no, he doesn't feel the need of having the work balance. He doesn't believe in this concept. I wonder why doesn't he believe? I took his insights. Like, why don't you believe in the work life balance? He says, when you are doing your work, you're doing your work. So when you left your work, you are at your home. You are doing that the portion which you are gonna serve to your family. So what is there to juggle between both the things? That I think that
I
I
think
might take some
it
time to understand that.
exactly, exactly. I was coming to that one only because it, it's just above our layman understanding perspective, but yeah, it has very deeper meaning.
Meaning.
When we dig
Hmm.
deeper into that, when we go to that level of understanding, hopefully will be it makes sense to us. But when you listen for the first time, again you will listen with a question mark.
Yeah, definitely. Then again, the question pops up: how?
Right, exactly. Yeah. How do we do that?
Then then I met a second person in my life. What she told me, Monica, try to be multitasking person.
Hmm. Okay.
That sounds meaningful. That I we should not give up on anything. We should be multitasking. That is a
Could be.
great
Yeah.
nugget. I think when you have so much on your plate now, then you have to be manageable. You have to manage that.
Right.
That was good.
That's again, that's where time management comes in. You know,
Yeah.
that's again present management comes in. But yeah, it's again different one. So now moving into another one. So, now if you could travel anywhere in the world right now, where you go and why?
Okay, I have my mind Dubai.
Okay.
Yeah, because I love the way the people enjoy the luxury.
Mm, mm,
I,
mm.
I, s- I believe that I was having conversation with one of the person. He is actually into these psychological things. I was started focusing on luxury. He made me understand the difference between abundance and luxury.
Right, right.
Yeah,
And could you
abundance
highlight
means
something on this one? Yeah, yeah.
yeah, abundance means we have wealth, we have health, we have family, we have mind peace, we have everything, and luxury is a part of it. It's at the fourth or fifth position. Abundance means everything: health,
Mm,
wealth, luxury. You can say whatever your desires, everything, peace of mind. Abundance comes in everything. Luxury is just one thing. We cannot run luxury. If we will run after luxury, we will be compromising the all the components: the health, the family, the peace of mind, and all the stuff X Y Z we do.
that's a
So
great one. Great one. Yeah. Yes, it's very true. It's very
when
true.
yeah.
Luxury is very addicting. It's a bad addict. Once you are addicted to this one, you have to
Mm,
lose lot of things as you mentioned: health, wealth, family, friends.
yeah,
We should try.
spirituality as well.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah.
Mm,
And spirituality is one of the medium or the greatest mediums that we have, which will
mm,
lead you to that level of alignment. It's not like God level of alignment, but yeah, as you mentioned, that abundance, it will introduce to the eternal, if you say love, eternal friendship,
peace.
eternal things, eternal peace. Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's a great note. Yeah, great one.
Yeah,
Now understanding.
because I always loved how the people, for example, if I'm saying about the Queen of Versace, I have seen the who is Queen of Versace, and to be honest, I have my mind to meet that lady in my life, and I become that valuable person in my life journey. I have that vision that I would be meeting that lady, the Queen of Versace.
That's a good one. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, now moving ahead with, so do you love books, reading books or listening to podcasts?
Uh, Yes, but I prefer reading over listening to podcasts. Even though I used to listen to podcasts as well, just like you are having interaction with lots of people, I do take some nuggets out of them. But I prefer reading books because when it comes to relaxing my mind, when I have nothing to do, no, I just wanted to. When so much things are going on in my head, I prefer reading a book, focusing on a book. The
Great.
one
Yeah.
book which
My
I
next
read
question is on that.
recently,
Yeah.
is the power of subconscious mind.
Yeah. Even I have downloaded this one.
Hmm. Yeah, so that's why I have whatever I feel, I do that.
That's
It's,
that's great. Yeah. So anyway, you answered this one. So now, reflecting on the past, what's one piece of advice you wish you could give to your younger self?
to my younger self. Okay, that I have to think for a while. So it's just I believe that we should not. Uh, I was not that much, I had not that much on my plate when I was younger.
Hmm.
So definitely what I learned, what I wanted, that I should be that art of becoming more responsible,
The art of
having
being more
responsibility or being
responsible.
a leader. Yeah,
Oh,
it
okay.
is showing up the trait of leadership. This is the only thing which I would think I should have mastered.
No, that's such a
Yeah,
valuable insights again.
yeah.
And as you love to cook, now this is something from that. So, if you could have dinner with any historical figure, who would it be, and what would you ask them?
Historical figure, like from
Or
my life or
anything,
anything.
and anything we can replace it with any famous personality.
Oh yes, I would definitely. Last I mentioned that I wanted to have a dinner with the Queen of Versace,
Oh
Zina
yeah.
Khoury. Yeah, she's in Dubai. She's a real estate owner and having a business of her own, but as well as she's running a company. I am the company.
Oh, mhm.
Yeah, she's because I love to watch the life of celebrities, how they are doing, because these luxury things are out for us also. So we can also have the can also these are made for us also. So why not to reach at that level and enjoy those also? So definitely, I am. She is the biggest goal of my life. I wanted to meet that lady, the
So
Zina Khori. She's a
what a
queen of research.
fascinating choice then. Yeah. Yeah. So as we are
That's right.
discussing about our fascinating experience, so what's the most adventurous thing you have done ever, and would you do it again?
Yeah, I have done the most adventurous thing with my friends. We went on
Hmm?
a blind trip full of scary moments, and I would definitely love to have the same with my friends here in Canada itself. And I will have a thought on doing this skydiving, bungee jumping, all these scary sports I wanted to try once in life.
Oh, okay. And what thing you have done so far?
I have I have not done anything related to that. I've done
But
bungee jumping so
these are
far.
in your wish list.
I have done bungee jumping. I have done shipping with them. Uh, what else? So far, we no, not nothing big we have done so far. But I have my mind to do the same with my buddies.
That's great. That's great. That's fascinating again. Okay, so
Uh,
I think yeah, okay, we are about to conclude the so, but before we conclude, what are the three tips that you would like to give to the students or the aspiring project managers, those who like to appear CPAM examination or get into project management, and two tips for from life.
okay, for three tips for which I believe that the first thing, be a people person. If you are
Mhm.
juggling with the people, no, learn people management.
I remember Yara came to ASO, and this is one of her tips that she has given to audience, like to become a people person. Because end of the day,
Yes.
you are going to work with people, So
Once you
that's a great
once
one.
you win over the people, you're gonna win the business
Yeah, 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 yeah.
very quick, very
Completely
easily.
agree.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So second thing, it's a time management. The tip
time
I
is
believe.
money. Time is value. Yeah,
Yes. My father figure told me the time is money.
yeah.
Since the day
It's
he
true.
told me, I have started handling my time as my money. I'm handling my money. Today I'm here in Canada. I am utilizing my every day as I've been doing something valuable every day.
True.
Every minute is counted, every minute is valued. If I value time, time gonna value me at the end of the day, at the end of the life. Third thing, build relation with the people.
The meaningful relationship. Yeah,
Mm. Yes, when once you have built a relation, then you are good to drive the business with them because they trust you. Have first of all build a relation. This is the advice of Ambani's as well. First make relations, build relations, then do business.
correct. Yeah,
This
because
is the
business, the foundation, strong foundation is trust, your time,
Mhm.
the devote you, and the value you create for them.
Obviously,
Your
obviously.
product, your service. That's great. Yeah,
Mhm. Yeah. And the life tip which I wanted to give is never ever leave the responsibilities you have on your shoulder with respect to your family, with respect to anyone in your life, important in your life. Never shirk from the responsibilities. Second thing is be dedicated toward your career. Be wakeful about it, what you want to do really. At the end of the day, it's you, your life, and even if you have any problem, nobody is coming to solve you. It's you yourself. You have to juggle out that. You have to work out on that. Be your own everything.
no, those are spot on. And trust me, this is one of the good thing that on this great note, I will be concluding my weekend. It's almost 10. We'll have dinner, and with this motivation, trust me, and the conversation what we had, it is so meaningful. so kind of fruitful, and it energizes our soul from within. And thank you so much for this one. It was a great advice and such a inspirational tips, and I hope
Yeah,
it people will really find this inspirational.
yeah.
So thank
The
you so
last,
much for.
I yeah,
Mhm.
I would like to add last thing: dream big, have a huge goal, have a big goal. That's it. This is the
So
thing
because
which I
that's when you
always
you
tell
see
people.
sky is the limit, and it'll help you to fulfill all your dreams once you dream big.
Mm,
Yeah,
yes,
that that's
definitely,
that's
brother.
great. Yeah. So thanks
Yes.
again for sharing this wonderful insights, Monica.
Thank
Just
you.
always
Thank
great
you.
to know our speaker in a better way, because that's how, as you mentioned, it this podcast from my perspective. Again, I'm putting small effort to build relationship, to leave a mark, because people are they are very busy. We all are busy. I'm
Mm,
just taking some time to have a meaningful conversation in terms of both personally as well as professionally, so that
professionally.
we can create meaningful relationships which last for
Mm,
longer time. Yeah. So
definitely,
thanks
definitely.
again. So, and to our
Welcome.
audience, I hope I enjoyed this segment as much you guys did. So stay tuned for more engaging conversation on Sunil So, and thanks so much for your time, Monica. I really appreciate it, and thanks everyone. If you have not subscribed as Sunil So on YouTube, I encourage you to go ahead and subscribe to become a part of this beautiful community, which is really growing. And yeah, talk to you soon again.
Thank you so much, Sunil. Thank you for this opportunity. You made me to bring the show and talk on air with the people. Thank you. I'm heavily grateful to you.
Yeah, thank you so much, and yeah, talk to you later again. Then have a good rest of the day. Bye bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Same to you. Bye.